Attention on deck. Please stand for our invocation.
I invite you to pray. Most gracious God, we pause this morning to ask for your blessings on this graduating class. Thank you for the new insight and wisdom they have gained. Thank you for their knowledgeable instructors, committed SLPOs, and their dedicated A-School staff. And thank you for the love and support of their family and friends. God, help them now to feel the true measure of their accomplishment and know that it was worth it. May today be a memory that burns bright within them. Strengthen them and bless them now. This is our prayer. Amen.
Please be seated. Commander Williams, chaplain, staff, family and friends, and most importantly, graduates. Welcome to the graduation ceremony for Machinist Mate Class 2247 Alpha and Electrician's Mate Class 2237 Monkey. Today is a special day for these sailors as it marks the completion of long weeks of hard work. I am pleased that we are here to recognize the efforts and achievements of these young men and women. Today's guest speaker is from Atlanta, Georgia, and joined the Navy in October 2014. After recruit training in Great Lakes, Illinois, he attended Nuclear Field A School and Power School here in Charleston, South Carolina, and then Prototype in Ballston Spa, New York. Upon completing training, he was stationed aboard the USS Alaska Blue Crew, a nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarine stationed in Kings Bay, Georgia. During his time on board, he supported tests of the missile launch system, the first foreign crew exchange of a ballistic missile submarine, and at 2.5 years on board, he was made the leading petty officer of Mechanical Division, coordinating all maintenance and upkeep for reactor and engine room propulsion and power systems vital to successful mission execution. At 3 years, he headed Blue Crew's Nuclear Training Division, ensuring recertification and upholding the highest standards of knowledge and readiness for the Alaska's Engineering Department. In December of 2020, he reported here to Naval Nuclear Power Training Command, where he was assigned as an instructor in basic machinery, where he taught 7 classes to include the machinist mate graduating today, guiding the next generation of nuclear mechanic operators on their path to success and greater technical ability in this nuclear pipeline and the fleet. It is my pleasure to introduce Machinist Mate, First Class, Submarines Qualified, Austin Piles.
Thank you. Good morning, Commander Williams, chaplain, fellow staff members, family and friends, and most importantly, the graduates. First off, congratulations. You have successfully completed Nuclear Field A School, a major milestone on your path to becoming a nuclear operator on one of the world's most powerful warships. During your time in A School, you have been faced with adversity, and you overcame those challenges. At first, you approached them as individuals, but then you came together as a team. You determined the actions necessary for you to move on to nuclear power school, and you executed that plan. But you still have much to achieve before you. In the coming months, you'll be tried and tested. Those trials will lead to growth, and that growth will become a part of who you are. You will be the driving force of the Navy in the years to come because you are the future of the Navy. You are the future of nuclear power. I would like to leave you with words of Albert F. Pratt. The Navy is much more than a job. Much more than service to country. It is a way of life. It gets in our blood. Once again, I congratulate you, and you look forward to your future successes. With no further ado, military members, attention! Graduating students, I will now frock you to the rank of 3rd Class Petty Officer. To all who see these presents, greetings.
Greetings!
Know ye that by the authority vested in me, and reposing special trust and confidence in the patriotism, valor, fidelity, and the abilities of these sailors, I do hereby appoint you to the rank of 3rd Class Petty Officer in the United States Navy, as such from the 18th day of November, 2022. Your appointment as a Petty Officer in the United States Navy makes you heir to a long and proud tradition of naval leadership. By accepting this appointment, you are charged with demonstrating those standards of performance, moral courage, and dedication to the Navy and the nation, which may serve as an invaluable example to your fellow Navy men and women. Your desire to excel and to guide others must be boundless. Your appearance must be a model for others, and your performance must be a continual reflection of your sincerity, attention to duty, and moral responsibility. By exhibiting unfailing trust and obedience towards superiors, cooperation and loyalty to your peers, understanding and strength to your subordinates, you will contribute greatly to the effectiveness and good name of the United States Navy. Families, please join me in a round of applause for the Navy's newest third-class petty officers. You may now be seated.
Each of these sailors has earned their new title. There are those, however, that stand out from the rest as evidenced by having the highest grade point average among their classmates. The instructors, advisors, and classmates recognize them for their achievements in the classroom, and we call these sailors our honor graduates. Today's honor graduates are Machinist Mate 3rd Class Aiden Turner, and Electrician's Mate 3rd Class Andrew Dickerson. Honor graduates front and center. The Honor Graduate Award will be presented by Commander Williams and Senior Chief Alex Fenton. Military personnel, attention to honors. From Commanding Officer, Naval Nuclear Power Training Command to Machinist Mate 3rd Class Aiden Turner and Electrician's Mate 3rd Class Andrew Dickerson. Congratulations for achieving the highest grade point average among all graduates from your class at Nuclear Field A School, Charleston. Your standing as number 1 reflects your personal motivation, academic excellence, and dedication to duty. Your outstanding performance serves as a superb example to your shipmates and is in keeping with the highest traditions of the United States Naval Services. Signed, S.J. McGinnis, Captain, United States Navy. Military personnel, please be seated. It is my pleasure to introduce the section leading petty officer for class 2247 Alpha. Machinist Mate 1st Class, Submarines Qualified, John Speed.
Mr. Wagner, thank you for the introduction. Chaplain, Mr. Williams, thanks so much for your presence here today. Staff, students, and family, welcome here to celebrate. Today we're going to celebrate the graduation of class 2247 Alpha. Kind of give you guys an idea of the gravity of this accomplishment. There were more of us that we started with than there are here today. Now, the Nuclear Navy only recruits highly intelligent and capable individuals, but the ones that you see walking across the stage today have separated themselves with hard work, determination, and demonstrated a cut above excellence. One of my favorite books is called The Last Lecture by Randy Pausch. He's a professor of robotics at an Ivy League institution, but is sadly diagnosed with terminal cancer. In his final book, he talks about having a group of freshmen in his last year of teaching that in their first performance exam scored higher than his senior class and were performing at a level that he had never seen before. He didn't know how he was going to lead an individual or a group of individuals who were so talented and so capable. So he calls us mentor. He says, I don't believe I have anything to offer these people. They're smarter than I am, they're more capable, and they're only going to keep succeeding. What do I do? And so his mentor tells him, you need to expect more from them. You need to tell them that they are better and that they can do more. And he's kind of taken back by this because he's never seen more of them. So he goes back and he says, hey, I'm really happy with how you performed, but I think that we can do better. And so he increased the standard. He raises expectations. The reason that he says to do this is so that their full potential can be realized and that he would not be the one holding them back. One of the most difficult challenges as leaders is when we have individuals and teams that are going to out-succeed us, so you have to make sure that they are going to rise above your station and take the job that you're having. Whether that be standing watch or doing maintenance, the individuals that we have here today are inheriting a mantle that will be greater than what we have ever accomplished. I want to tell you how proud I am of you and that you succeeded day in and day out. But the reason that it seemed like I always had such high and demanding standards was because I didn't want to hold any of you back. It's not because I was disappointed, but because I saw you raising the bar every day. You all have potential to refine and grow with as your training continues, but I have no doubt that someday I'll be working side by side with each of you, and I'm so proud that I got to be here where it started. Thank you for letting me be a part of your team. Congratulations to class. And now presenting class 2247 Alpha.
Thanks.
Machinist Mate 3rd Class, Wesley Day. Machinist Mate 3rd Class, Jeremiah Green. Machinist Mate Fireman, Megan Morris. Machinist Mate 3rd Class, Dylan Phillips. Machinist Mate 3rd Class, Megan Rempel. Machinist Mate 3rd Class, Sarah Singleton. Machinist Mate 3rd Class, Zachary Speedy. And now graduating with distinction is Machinist Mate 3rd Class, Ryan Utter St. George. And now graduating with honors is Machinist Mate 3rd Class, Rocky Puffer. Machinist Mate 3rd Class, Aiden Turner. And Machinist Mate 3rd Class, Kevin Yamamura.
It is my pleasure to introduce the section leading petty officer for class 2237, Mike, Chief Electrician's Mate, Surface Warfare, Corey Danielson.
Thank you, Mr. Wagner. Good morning, friends, families, distinguished guests, Chaplain, Lieutenant Commander Williams, and of always the graduates. Looking out today, it is great to see many friends and families here who have come out to support the graduates. But I know beyond what the friends and family who are here, there's also many more friends and family back home and around that have also provided a lot of support and help throughout their time period. I know the support and that drive that you give them to succeed each day in the classroom. I ask that you help and continue that support moving forward as they finish this pipeline as a whole. I know as my time period going through, that support comes through in many different ways, whether it be the phone calls at home, your favorite items. For me, it's my mother's cookies. Always brought me good cheer on my way out to sea. But as I go on as a sailor, I've noticed that there's one thing that we get asked more than most as a whole. And that is, why did you join the Navy? Looking back at my career, when it first started, I had many reasons to pick from. For me, though, one stands out above the rest, and that was to see the world. And I was talking to my family about that, and I still remember talking to my uncle, and I told him that, and he said, hey, it's good, I'm glad you're wanting to see the world, but you do realize 70% of the world is water, and that is what you will see in the Navy. All right, fair enough. And it is true. But that being said, I have never seen a better sunset or a night view aboard an aircraft carrier than I've seen anywhere else on dry land. Sorry, submariners kind of miss out on that one. As my career has progressed, though, and time it has passed, I find that it is not as much that part that keeps me in the Navy to keep driving and succeeding here, and what you will also find in your Navy career as well. For me, it is not that part. The more rewarding part is the individuals you do it with. All right, the people alongside you. All right, those port calls were awesome. The time periods on the ship, seeing the sunsets were great, but they would not have been the same without the sailors I served with and alongside me. All right. We've talked about this in the class a few times, and some of those sailors are still back here with me today at this portion of my pipeline, coming back through with you guys. All right, so remember people who are next to you. Remember the ones that you have served with, because they will become a very important part of your life. Part of this career is that way. All right, so I know for the graduates, Welcome to the Nuclear Navy family. That's basically what we are, is a giant family within the Nuclear Navy, and within the Navy is a smaller portion of that. You have completed one of the first steps in your long journey, so you still have a little more time to go as you move on. And without any time, as you all know, I'm going back to the fleet, and I will see you there shortly. All right, so without further ado, now presenting Class 2237, Mike.
Please.
Electrician's mate, 3rd class, Colton Barber. Electrician's mate, 3rd class, Jackson Barrier. Electrician's mate, 3rd class, Aaron Boone. Electrician's mate, 3rd class, Caleb Browning. Electrician's mate, fireman Ryan Case. Electrician's mate, 3rd class, Riley Edge. Electrician's mate, 3rd class, Brian Bellers. Electrician's mate, 3rd class, Eduardo Garcia. Electrician's mate, 3rd class, Kyler George. Electrician's mate, 3rd class, Andrew Guerin. Electrician's mate, 3rd class, Jason Holiday. Electrician's mate, fireman, Pinar Hoja. Electrician's mate, 3rd class, Cash Johnson. Electrician's mate, 3rd class, Trent Jordan. Electrician's mate, 3rd class, Christian Mitchell. Electrician's mate, 3rd class, Jacob Newkirk. Electrician's mate, 3rd class, Aaron Cofides. Electrician's mate, 3rd class, Craig Stanley. Following graduates are graduating with distinction. Electrician's mate, 3rd class, Joseph Cox. Electrician's mate, 3rd class, Ryan Frisbee. Electrician's mate, 3rd class, Will Flower. Electrician's mate, 3rd class, Sabino Garcia Dominguez. Electrician's mate, 3rd class, Niall Hallian. Electrician's mate, 3rd class, Andrew Dickerson. And also graduating with honors, electrician's mate, 3rd class, Samuel Strawhall.
Each of these sailors exerted a great deal of personal drive, overcame obstacles, and made individual sacrifices to be here. Still, there are those that, by the manner in which they have completed their training, have inspired others. What sets these sailors aside from their peers are the consistencies in their efforts, their refusal to quit, and the examples they set. They demonstrate the qualities most treasured in the Navy, those of honor, courage, and commitment. These sailors are the recipients of the Commanding Officer's Personal Excellence Award. Today's recipients are, when I call your name, please stand and remain standing. Machinist mate, 3rd class, Kevin Yamamura. Electrician's mate, 3rd class, Samuel Strohall. Awardees, front and center. The Personal Excellence Award will be presented by Commander Williams and Senior Chief Cameron Williams. Military personnel, attention to honors. From Commanding Officer, Naval Nuclear Power Training Command to Machinist Mate 3rd Class Kevin Yomamura, Electrician Mate 3rd Class Samuel Strobel. The Personal Excellence Award is awarded to the student in each class who has exhibited the greatest degree of professionalism. This student stands apart from peers by virtue of hard work, personal dedication, and a demonstrated desire to succeed. Your impressive dedications to duty, exceptional academic efforts, and perseverance in the face of adversity have made you an outstanding example for your classmates to emulate. The professionalism exhibited is in keeping with our Navy Corps values and warrants your selection and recognition today as recipient of the Personal Excellence Award. Signed, S. J. McGinnis, Captain, United States Navy. Please. Please be seated. It is my pleasure to introduce the Director of Nuclear Field A School, Commander Williams.
Well, let them get back to their seats. Definitely my favorite part of the graduation ceremony. They have no clue they're getting that award and have no clue what to do. So anytime I can laugh, it's a good time. I promised the graduates that I'd keep it short today. I know the main goal is to come over and see you guys and get on leave and go see beautiful, warm Charleston. You guys get maybe our 2 or 3 cold days out of the year. Congratulations on that one. We talked about a lot, imparted a lot of my wisdom on the sailors yesterday, whether they wanted it or not. But 2 things were said today that I want to cover. One thing is Petty Officer Speak spoke to capability getting them in this door. Right? Capability is an awesome thing, but it only gets you in the doorway here. You know, those characteristic traits that make you a successful individual, regardless of being in the military or in life, those are what get you in this room. That's what gets you across the hall in power school, graduating power school, and off the prototype and certified nuclear operator. So you guys embody that, and that is an awesome thing, right? Because not everybody gets to this point. Not everybody gets to be a certified nuclear operator, and that is something that's awesome, and that's something to be congratulated on. But those characteristics didn't just happen, right? And that's the reason why I like to cover this in this room. You guys are a major part of that, right? They didn't just show up and all of a sudden find resiliency and grit. They didn't just all automatically find work ethic and investment in others. An investment is something greater than just their own success. That is instilled by their friends and family, the culture, where they came from. And it's a pretty awesome thing, because that is going to be something that carries them a long way in life. And to that point, they're going to have tangible items that references their return on investment, what they put in their time here in A school. They're going to have extra money in their pocket, a crow on their shoulder. They're going to have people certificate in their hand. We're doing this ceremony. Those are all tangible things that they can leverage right now and see that they have a return on their investment. What they can't leverage is that equity in their lives. They are now have a resume. They are professionals. At this young age, they are competitive in the job market. And that will take them to the rest of their working days. That's security forever. And that's something that we talked about yesterday about building on that equity. There's still more work to be done, right? Get that nuclear certification that you can write your ticket in the job market moving forward. And that's something that is so awesome for you at your young age. Being a father, my girls, this is the only thing I could wish for in them. So that's what I congratulate you guys on today. Look forward to your success in Power School, and like Chief said, look forward to seeing you guys out in the field.
Please stand for our benediction.
I invite you to pray. Gracious God, we thank you again for this time that you have given us to honor and celebrate these graduates. We pray that they will go to their next phase with a sense of pride and confidence, ready to face what lies before them. Bless them now, God, always providing them guidance, safety, and protection. May they strive toward excellence in all that they do. May they go now with the knowledge that they have your fullest and most profound blessings. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
This concludes today's graduation ceremony. Graduates, congratulations and well done. Military personnel, carry on.